I'll be honest with you guys. I'll tell you what my problem is. My problem is I want to help the world, and I ain't got shit. That's my problem. I want to help the brother who I no longer speak to. I want to help my daughter's little sister, not biologically mine, but I kind of treat her like my daughter. I want to help her kid. I want to help my obviously my granddaughter and my granddaughter that's coming. I just want to help everybody, but I gotta focus on, or you gotta focus on yourself first. And sometimes we forget about that. We gotta get our own money right before we can go help others. A lot of time, we didn't even get our own stuff right, and we're going to try to help them. It's crazy. I don't know if I noticed the graze is kicking in. I might die, I might let it go. I just had a birthday recently. 54, chapter 54. I want to say R.I.P. to Troy Mason. I did notice he was gone. A lot of people were quick to hit me up because I had a lot of controversial videos, let's say, about Troy and his opportunities. I really truly had a love-hate relationship with Troy. It's not like I ever all out hated him. I never hated him. It's just the dude was going about it wrong. But I liked his delivery. As you could tell, I like his delivery. Even though somebody recently tried to say I'm Glendon Cameron 2.0, I thought that was hilarious. I really did. Shout out to whoever said that. Talking about Glendon Cameron 2.0. I see a little Troy Mason in me though, because I've been following him for so long that the way he marketed his stuff and the way I marketed his stuff was appealing to me. There was something appealing about his delivery that made me even want to work with him. And the black card, I ain't gonna lie, was amazing. To this day, I still have mine. I'm not trying to say he started it, but he had a black card when black card was really popular. I don't really think a lot of people care about a black card now. You can have any credit or debit card with your company's name on it, and that might encourage people to be a little hyped up, but just a black card is not that exciting. There's nothing that exciting about owning a black card anymore, you know. But Troy did it at a time when I think you only had 2 metal cards. So it was a black card, but it was metal. It wasn't just a black card, it was a metal black card. So I think at the time, only like American Express had the traditional, you could probably even say first metal black card. Can we all probably agree with that it probably was American Express. But I think Chase came out with a metal card. I don't think it was black, but Chase came out with a metal card, the silver metal card. I don't know if there was silver on Chase, but I had the silver platinum from American Express. I did have the platinum, and the platinum was nice because it was metal. It wasn't black, but it was metal. But Troy came out at a time where having a nice shiny metal black card was the bomb, and I'll give him that. But all the other stuff, questionable. I'm not even gonna tell you to go back and watch the video because I took them all down, because I just don't want to promote hate about somebody when they're gone. Let's be happy with the things he did accomplish in his life. I even remember me and his last conversation. He was calling me because my video about him was getting attention. I only had one video about him at the time, maybe two. They were getting a lot of attention. And I didn't even think my videos were getting that much attention. But everybody was telling me, yeah, your videos are getting attention because they're starting to notice, you're starting to get a lot of views on them. And I didn't realize it. He called me saying that he apologized for the failed experiment that was called the Black Table program. And he said things are going to pick up and they had a plan, and years later, nothing ever happened. But I think at the time he said he was turning 59. I think he made his 60th, maybe 61st birthday when he passed. He passed recently, so it wasn't even like a long time ago. Recently, like probably months ago. And like I said, it was a love-hate. And I think he was actually one of the first people that got me into network marketing. Honestly, if I think back, he probably was one of the first. There might have been a few before him, but not many. And it just was his practices and the way he did things, in my opinion, bordered illegal. And I promoted him. So, in a sense, I'm scamming other people, you know. So, I look at it as I finally gave up after years of going back and forth, listening to his promises. But I don't wish ill will on anyone. I don't wish death on anyone. And I will give him his props for bringing out a black card, a metal black card, when it wasn't really popular, or a lot of black people felt like they couldn't get a metal black card. I'm even dabbling with the idea of continuing that legacy and coming out with my own card in the future. I know the Credit Plug, he did it. He came out with his own debit card, but I don't know if I want to go metal. But I'm feeling like if I can figure a way to do even a debit card, or like a debit card branded to my company, that's something I would be interested in. I would even be considered even partnering with a company on something like that, if anybody's interested. But I don't know if I need a metal, but metal's still a little appealing, but not so much black. I mean, if I think to the logo I'm thinking about going with my new transportation company, is probably going to be blue, like a nice royal blue, not a navy blue, but a little bit lighter. And I could see a card with the name on it, and possibly metal would make it even nicer because it'd be shiny, for like a membership card. Everybody gets the debit card for a membership card, and they can have the option of loading it or not loading it. And when Troy did that, he had a debit card for a while. It was pretty popular. Unfortunately, there always comes a problem when you don't have a good relationship with the banking relationship. I think that's where he went wrong. Something went wrong with that banking relationship, and it went sour. And a lot of people stopped getting their cards, and it just felt, it might not necessarily have been a scam. I think that's what hurt Troy the most, because I was calling everything he did a scam. And he did call me. I'm kind of glad that we at least spoke before he passed. He did call me and apologize, but he made promises on getting me some money, and I never got the money. But I will always give him credit for at least reaching out to me. He reached out to me directly himself. This is when I was still taking his phone calls. And I will respect that. But going forward, I'm even afraid to even deal with a lot of network marketing companies for that scam factor. And it's like, I'm just thinking about having a direct transportation company and a marketing company. You know, maybe media and marketing will be one company. But I don't want to, I don't even know if it's a good word or phrase, but I don't want to be dealing with any situations that could blow back on me later. So I just want to teach people how to set up their own transportation company, get this money. Later, how to set up their own marketing company, because you need marketing for any company. And then I'm thinking about offering like a free advertising deal. And all I'm going to make them do is sign up to my OTT platform, which will be like my media and stuff. And all I'm going to do is take all the video content I've been doing for the past 7, maybe 8 years. Not all. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to take all the content, because, guys, literally I have multiple thousand videos on all the channels. I could just take the best, the ones with the most views, put them on the platform, and have hundreds of videos on my own streaming platform. I will tell people, I will come out and do a video marketing campaign for free, up front, for free, one time. And all I'm going to do is put them on my streaming platform and on my channels. It will be free. And then if they like the outcome, or God forbid it brings more traffic, guess what? They're not only going to want to pay, let's say, $10 a month for the streaming platform, but now they do a monthly subscription where we come out and do that once a month. Say, come out and do some video footage and talk about their business, say, once a month. There's all types of things you could do. That's why I like YouTube, because I have so much. YouTube is a good place to house your content while you're waiting to build something else, like your streaming platform. You know? So it gives you the ability to store your video stuff for free. Later, you could take that footage, repurpose it if you want, repackage it, put it on your own platform, and now you start, not all of it, but you push some of that YouTube traffic to your own platform. Because you got to own something for your business. And this is going to be a platform that I'm going to own. So, for obvious reasons, YouTube might not last forever. YouTube could happen. YouTube might ban all my channels, which is not likely, but God forbid, I'll have my best stuff on my own platform. So I got a kind of a plan. Oh, wow. At least I have a plan. This plan is not only going to get me out of rideshare, but it's going to give me the ability, because I'm going to be building business and corporate credit along the way. It's going to give me the ability to not only partner with people, because I'm showing them how to start their own business, but I could be like, okay, you get a discount if you allow us to have 10% ownership in your company. You still own the bank account, you still control it. and we'll market your business for free, because we'll have what? Our own OTT platform. Now all they got to do is do their own video footage, send it to us in MP3 format or whatever, or we can come out and video them. I say we because there will be a staff in the future. Video them, put it on the platform and on the channel, and this works great for people that don't want to do YouTube themselves, but it's going to allow us to own the footage, and it also gives us footage for the platforms like YouTube and our own. So this is great. You know, it's a great win-win. I was coming up with this concept probably last year, but I'm like, you know what? You can actually give out free information, free advertising, and still make money on the back end later. Because for that 10% ownership, I could say something like they got to pay a monthly membership of, say, $97 a month. They got to pay that every single month, but they don't have to give you profit. You can give them up to like 1 year before they start having to give you profit out of the company or whatever. Or you could jump up that $97 to $197 the second year. You can have a contract like that for all. Let's say you got 10 people you partnered with. They're all paying you $97 a month the first year. Second year it goes to $197. The third year, if they're still profitable, could go to $397. You can have that in a contract, and then they keep all the other profit from their own business. You know, you're charging them almost like a franchise fee for your knowledge. There's a lot of ways we can work this, and I can actually build this out like a private member group where we can meet and talk about strategies in real time at a real location. You know, there's endless possibilities of how we can do this. I'm just giving you guys a few. So if you want more content like this, showing you the way, showing you what's possible for 2025, it's free content. All you gotta do is subscribe, like, comment, click that bell icon, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Thank you.